I have to take some of the blame for this accident as well. We, the sons of Calydon, must honor our guests with the finest funeral! Lighter, you will be carrying the coffin.
That's a heavy responsibility.
We'll need to keep the hearse driving steady. Piper!
Ooh, got it. I'll make sure it's as smooth enough.
Bernice! Of course, you'll be handling the cremation.
You got it! Just gotta burn everything to ashes and smithereens!
Lucy! Lucy?
Can you all stop goofing around?
Don't be upset. It's not every day we get to have fun with the cremation ceremony.
You don't have fun at our guest expense! Bernice! Put away the flamethrower, now! You guys are driving me nuts!
How are you feeling? Are you hurt?
Sorry. We got a little carried away. Welcome to the outer ring. May you rise from the ashes. Faithin! Who would have thought you'd both end up here all because of an accident? Must have scared you back then, huh? Relax! You two and Billy are thick as thieves, so that makes us friends.
Yeah, right. We've been partners in crime for a while now.
Time for a formal introduction. We're the Sons of Calydon, a biker gang from the Outer Ring. I'm the current boss, Caesar. Billy should have already told you why we invited you. The Sons of Calydon need a favor from you. As for Pearlman, his airship crashed here in the Outer Ring during landing. He's lucky to be alive, but he's badly injured and hasn't woken up yet.
Wait, you mean you have Pearlman?
Yeah. Wait, didn't Lucy tell you? Don't worry. We'll make sure he heals up. And once he's awake, we'll hand him over to you.
Wait. Caesar, are you stupid? Negotiations haven't even started, and you already handed over such an important bargaining chip?
Negotiations? Bargaining chip? Lucy, again with the pettiness. This kind of manipulation and leveraging? That's not very overlordy.
Easy for you to say. I worked my butt off to keep this info under wraps just for today. If we can't strike a deal with Faithin, where do you expect me to find a reliable proxy for the Tour d'Inferno?
The Tour d'Inferno is our business. I never planned to count on anyone else. Don't worry, Proxy. You coming to the Outer Ring is a sign of respect. Even if you don't agree to help us, I won't go back on my word about Pearlman.
Caesar, we appreciate your kindness. But as they say, no work, no reward.
Belle is right. Actually, we only came today hoping to get a bit of information on Pearlman. We could never have expected what you're offering. Since you've been so honest with us, we'll do everything we can to help you.
Straight to the point! I like it! Can you relax a little now, Lucy?
Thanks, Faithin. Your willingness to help will be huge for us.
Can you give us more details about the commission?
The Tour d'Inferno we mentioned just now. That's what we need your help with, Proxy. This is the biggest event in the old oil field. Only the strongest squads of bikers can compete. It's a test in the hollows to find out who's the best.
Caesar, there's no way they'll get it when you put it like that. Let me explain. Simply put, the Tour d'Inferno is an off-road motorbike race that crosses through a hollow. Only 2 teams compete, and the rules are simple. The first team to cross the hollow, reach the finish point at Cinderglow Lake, and throw a spark stone into the lake, wins.
What's the purpose of such a dangerous race?
The purpose of the Tour d'Inferno is to regularly ensure the safety of our oil resources. After all, oil is the lifeblood of the old oil field. Naturally, for us biker gangs, the Tour d'Inferno also serves another purpose. The winner of the race becomes overlord of the old oil field Motor League.
That's right, Phaethon. The Overlord is recognized as the top dog of the Motor League. The current Overlord's faction is called the Vanquishers, and their boss held the title for years. I've been itching to challenge him for a while now.
So, the Sons of Calydon are all about honor.
Proxy, the only one who'd give you that kind of answer is this simpleton right here. People are gunning for the Overlord spot for more than just becoming the top dog. We're not some school kids hooked on fighting manga. The future of the oil industry in the old oil field relies on the support of the Motor League, in every sense of the word. And as the leader of the Motor League, the Overlord is in charge of assigning transport routes. That means they hold real, tangible power. For the past 6 months, the Vanquishers have only given us the worst routes. They're definitely messing with us behind our backs. But when I went to confront them, that smug second-in-command Lucius just said, the Overlord isn't in the old oil field right now, and the routes are decided at random.
Speaking of the Overlord, he hasn't been seen for half a year. Who knows what he's been doing? But Lucy, what are you afraid of? Even if the routes aren't great, with our skills, it's nothing we can't handle. Besides, you're just mad because there's nowhere to buy makeup and snacks on these routes.
Shut up, Caesar! Didn't we agree you wouldn't criticize me in front of guests?
What? You call that criticism? It's the truth. And you're the one who's always calling me an idiot. You think I don't have any self-respect?
You ruin one's plans each time you open your mouth and expect me to praise you?
Yeah. Lady Lucy Montefiore, I ruined your plans. Are you forgetting who's the one who was so excited about meeting the legendary proxies that she couldn't sleep all night?
Enough, Caesar! I challenge you to a duel! Today's the day for the Sons of Calydon to change hands!
Bring it on! Then we'll see who's scared. Ryder! Come here and be the judge!
Are they going to be okay?
It's fine, Proxy. Don't worry. This is a 2 or 3 times a day kind of thing.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Just don't get roped into being the referee, or you might end up on the wrong side of both of them.
Anyway, Proxies, it's great to have your help with the Tour de Inferno. Let's give it our best shot.
It's getting late, Proxy. Why don't we camp out here tonight? The gas station here is closed, but totally safe here as it's not far from the town. So, about Perlman. Oh, you mean that fugitive? Right. Just like Caesar said, his airship crashed in the outer ring, and we found him. We were about to hand him over to public security for a reward, but before he passed out, he kept yelling something like something else is behind all of this. And I've got proof, so we kept him. So it's just as we suspected. Perlman knows something. Oh, your expression tells me that what he said must be important to you. Good to know. Relax. We only know that we know that he's with us, and we've stashed him in a secure spot for treatment. What about Caesar and Lucy? Well, they're going to be fighting for a bit longer. But don't worry about it. They usually duke it out far away, so they won't disrupt your sleep. I hope they'll patch things up soon. Yeah, they fight and make up in a flash, even quicker than steel test engines eat gas. Alright, let's save the chit-chat for tomorrow and catch some Z's for today. You must be beat. Youngins need their sleep to grow up healthy. I was worried about sleeping somewhere new, and now it's morning already. My eyes feel so much better after a good night's sleep. I wonder if Belle's awake. I'll talk to her about how to start up a proxy business here in the Outer Ring. Kick around this little tumbleweed. I love how they added this, because they could have just like had a stationary thing, but like you just kick around the little tumbleweed. Alright, let's focus. Is there something back here? Yes, there is. Gamer sense never fails. Alright, let's go see what we can do with talking to Billy.
Morning. Did you sleep well? You were exhausted yesterday, right? As soon as your head hit the pillow, you were out like a light. Billy, you look like you're getting ready to go somewhere. Actually, it's the opposite. I just took the other manager back to your store. The other manager and Caesar decided that they're gonna move some of the equipment into your car and set up a mobile proxy workshop. You mean moving the HDD equipment out here? Right! The other manager said working in the city would make communication difficult. Plus, smart devices are few and far between in the Outer Ring, and long-range data transmission could slow us down.
Oh, morning, Proxy. You're awake. Billy's right. You'll be more efficient working from here in the Outer Ring. Don't worry. We'll take care of the power and network connection. Even in the Outer Ring, you'll be, walking on thin ice.
She probably meant like a fish to water.
By the way, before the equipment arrives, let me take you to Blazewood and introduce you to the townsfolk. Lucy said you might not be used to roughing it with us, so I got the mayor to prepare a place for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
It's no problem. After we get back from town, go talk to Lucy and the others. I heard from your sister that you need to collect some holo data before the race. Lucy and the gang are also preparing for the Tour d'Inferno. You should be able to help each other out.
Alright, so are we going to go grab the holo data now? Or... okay, there's one more box over there. Let me go grab that cargo box. There we go. So let's go ahead and make our way back this way. Nothing here. Looks like a little ghost bamboo. It's kind of cool. I like it. The fact that we can go up here means that there's something up here. Or not. Okay. Oh, cargo box. Let's see what Caesar has to say.
Casa! I brought the proxy to say hi.
Oh, Caesar! So this is the proxy from the city? Guess folks from New Eridu start working young, just like us.
Caesar, who is this young lady?
Young lady? You city folks talk funny. I'm Casa, the mayor of Blazewood. The Sons of Calydon have taken good care of our town. So if you need anything, just let me know. You can stay in the house behind me tonight. Sorry, it's still got some stuff that hasn't been moved out, but I'll get someone to clean it up.
Hey, Casa. I noticed a lot of people in town making these woven items.
We don't have a choice. The pipeline to town still isn't fixed. Without a gas station, all we can do is make handicrafts to earn a living. Luckily, we got a big order recently, and with the Tour d'Inferno coming up, the sunflints are selling like hotcakes.
What's a sunflint?
Oh, it's a kind of handicraft woven from straw. During the Tour d'Inferno, almost every house in the old oil field hangs them up.
The pattern looks like a face.
The elders say this is the face of the god of sun and fire, who guides heroes to ignite Cinder Lake and return safely from the hollow. But there's another saying. The upside-down person on the Sunflint is the first overlord of the Motor League.
Such a unique pattern must have a story behind it, right?
Yup! Actually, this pattern represents the legend of the first overlord's Tour d'Inferno. Though the old oil field can still produce oil, did you know the core oil field was swallowed up by a hollow decades ago?
Wait, isn't oil susceptible to ether corruption?
After the disaster, etheric matter seeped through the underground facilities and oil pumps, ruining the shallow oil reserves. But luckily, the collapse of the only deep drilling facility formed a unique natural gas vent. The burning gas kept the etheric matter from spreading further down.
So the natural gas vent is Cinderglow Lake.
The appearance of Cinder Lake saved everyone's livelihoods in the old oil field. But even with Cinder Lake, we can't rest easy. Natural gas and etheric matter burning together can easily turn into ether crystals building up around the lake. If left unchecked, more and more crystals will build up and eventually block the vent, extinguishing the lake. If that happens, the underground oil will be doomed.
There was a time when Cinder Lake nearly went out. In order to save it, a young man and his friends risked their lives to enter the hollow and blast open an ether crystal using a special spark stone, just like the one in my hand. But the hollow was treacherous, and they didn't even have a carrot with them. By the time they reached Cinder Lake, it was almost completely covered with crystals. Out of desperation, the young man rode his bike into the only spot that was still burning in Cinder Lake and managed to ignite it.
So, everyone makes sunflints in memory of his sacrifice.
Oh, Proxy. I never said the first overlord died there.
It's normal for the proxy to think that way. After all, everyone who went to Cinder Lake with him thought he was dead, but a day later, he miraculously emerged from the hollow alive. Folks say the god of the sun and fire was moved by his bravery, allowing him to be reborn from the flames. Since then, the residents have drawn his face and the image of him diving into Cinder Lake on their sunflints. There's even a line from a folk song that goes, "Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly."
That's a great story. No wonder it's widely told.
Uh-huh. Kids in the old oil field grew up hearing that story. They used to play games pretending to be the first overlord in the Tour d'Inferno. Of course, the first overlord did more than that. After he returned, he gathered all the biker gangs in the old oil field and formed the Motor League. He also made the rule that the Tour d'Inferno would be held every few years to prevent a similar crisis at Cinder Lake.
Yeah, that's why the Tour d'Inferno continues to this day. It's still a feat only the strongest bikers can accomplish, but for us residents, it's become more of a festival.
Looks like we lost track of time chatting about the Tour d'Inferno. It's useful to our proxy's work, though. I'm glad you think so. I need to talk to Casa about powering up your equipment, Proxy. Why don't you head back to the gas station and meet Lucy and the others? Alright, is there anything else that we can find back here? Besides for this big tumbleweed? I don't think so. So let's head back up. Alright, Lucy and Bernice.
Proxy, you made it. Proxy, didn't Caesar say you were just going to meet the mayor? What took you so long?
We saw the sunflints in Blazewood. and heard about the legend of the Tord Inferno.
So that's why Caesar was so pumped up. After all, that's her favorite story. She even said her dream is to become a hero, just like the first Overlord.
If she really wants to be like the first Overlord, she better forget those childish fairy tales fast.
Lucy, you're not a fan of this legend?
It's not that I dislike it, but come on, we're all grown-ups here. We should look at things realistically, don't you think? I mean, the Tord Inferno only happened a few decades ago. How come it's turned into this huge legend? But using an act of God to spread his story far and wide? The first Overlord must have been pretty smart.
Lucy, Caesar said this kind of old person talk will give you wrinkles.
Nonsense! Don't listen to her lies! I use exfoliating face masks every day. No way I'll get wrinkles. Proxy, you can see it too, right? The Tord Inferno is less about heroics and more about the first Overlord securing control of the old oil field.
Speaking of which, yesterday Caesar called you Montefiore. Lucy, are you related to the prestigious new Eridu Montefiore family?
Prestigious? You're being a bit too generous to new money, aren't you? But yeah, we're family.
So you're from the city. What made you give up that life?
It's because I never wanted that kind of life where everything is already laid out for you. Plus, my dad only cares about profits and business.
Exactly. It's different in the Outer Ring, especially in the old oil field. The Motor League is all about freedom and justice.
That's what they say. But to survive, you can't forget about profits and business. Take the Sons of Calydon, for example. Employees need paychecks, vehicles need maintenance, and we need supplies that the city won't sell us. Which means we need connections and money. Proxy, I wasn't just making it up when I said the Overlord's faction is targeting us. The Sons of Calydon have had better rep than the Vanquishers these past few years. So, of course, they're jealous. But the recent bad routes we've been getting have hurt our income, and recruiting new members has been an issue. So, for the future survival of the Sons of Calydon, we have to take the Overlord's title.
It's good to have you helping with the preparations for the Tord Inferno.
I knew someone as sharp as Phaethon would get it. Brute strength and passion alone won't get you far. Just watch. It won't be long before I beat Caesar and take the Sons of Calydon from her.
Lucy, you wouldn't admit it earlier, but it turns out you lost last night.
No, I didn't lose. It was just a momentary truce. After all, prepping for the Tord Inferno is what's most important now. I can put becoming the boss on the back burner. Proxy, let's talk business. The other Phaethon mentioned this morning that the lack of hollow data in the Outer Ring is affecting your ability to perform in the hollows. So for now, we'll be going into the hollows with you to gather data.
Oh, I also need your help with something. The vehicles for the Tord Inferno need some modifications. We need to get a hold of the necessary parts.
Wise, I'm back.
Good job, Belle. Come on, I'll help you set up the HDD.
No need. I just tested the voltage and network speed here. The HDD is working fine. Fairy and Eos are pretty excited to be in the Outer Ring, but it's a new environment, so it'll take some getting used to.
To help Caesar and the others win the race, let's start by gaining a bit of experience.
All right, Wise. If you're ready, let's get going.